Then they bring on the substitute. And people forget just how often Jardel was used as a substitute. He only started 2 of these 6 group games for Porto, and both games were against Gothenburg for some reason. But he comes on and scores the 2 goals that won the game for Porto against the famous Milan. Aging, I mean, Baresi's only one that's about 36. You've still got experienced players there, but people talk about this team as if it was kind of creaking. They weren't quite yet. They just had an absolutely dreadful season. I think they finished 11th in Serie A that year. First is a thunderous header, and the second, the ball's bouncing about in the box. No one's really sure what to do. He is, and he sniffs out the chance and puts it away. He seemed like he could do everything. He then the kind of striker that we were going to go and see as time went on. A goal scorer with a predatory instinct and all that, but athletic, huge build, really, really strong. And if you were one-dimensional in either way, you were basically Carsten Janker, who, on the odd occasion you could lump balls to, but not much more than that, or you're going to be Pippo Inzaghi and just be offside.
Yeah, I think the combination that you mentioned there in terms of him being an all-rounder is spot on. He scored ridiculous amounts of goals for Porto. I think it was, I wrote it down earlier on, let me see if I can find it, 175 games and 170 goals in the 4 seasons that he was at Porto. Just 7 goals in the first half of a cup game he scored in his first season, which is just ridiculous. I'm not even sure what the score was. I just stopped reading when I heard that he'd scored 7 goals in one half. Hopefully it was like 7-5 or something. But yeah, I think you're right. I think just the way that he played, he was a bit of a cheat code. How long does he last at Porto? Now when he comes in and has that debut season, he is going to Chelsea by January probably.
He's going to Real Madrid. The thing that impressed me a lot about Jardel was, as Martyn says, his not versatility, you wouldn't put him at left back, but his ability to score all types of goals. And I think that your really, really top number 9s, Shearer is the example I return to a lot. But also maybe in the modern day Harry Kane, for example, or Benzema, they pick the right finish all the time, but they're capable of doing that thing that you mentioned, Martyn, which is playing with their back to goal, or they're capable of just hanging on the shoulder of the defence because they have pace as well. And because of that, teams could mix up the way they played. Well, Adam's absolutely right. In the modern day, he's 80, 90 million gone to the Premier League or to Real or Atletico. He is not lasting at Porto. It could not happen. It's just unfeasible in the modern era.